Hey friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead, and I hope you put your turkey carcasses from Christmas in the freezer, because today I'm going to show you how you can make a beautiful stock with it. So, hang tight, we'll be right back. Friends, I am back, and this is going to be just a wonderful turkey stock. But I do saute my veggies just a little bit before I put everything in there. So I got about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. Now, of course, I got to turn my burner on a little bit. And I'm going to do a couple cloves of garlic in this too. I didn't get that. But I also got a whole bunch of vegetables. I got onions and carrots and celery, and I got even a couple little pieces of broccoli. And then that won't hurt nothing. That won't alter the taste that little bit, but it's going to be good. And then I'm going to peel up a little bit of garlic, and I'm going to throw that in there, and we'll be all set. We're going to make some fantastic turkey stock. And also, I'm just cutting this up in little chunks here. I'm going to show you in a second part of a video canning it, because I'm going to can mine up. I use a lot of it. And I do a lot of canning my meats and stocks and soups and all that through the winter time, because, you know, the summertime you're busy canning all your fresh produce. So in the wintertime I save all my soups and, you know, all my work for my soups and that, stews and chilies and stocks and all that. I save that for wintertime. So I basically can all year round. So, okay, got that going. We're going to put all this in here. I got all kinds of stuff. Oh, you know what? I don't want these too big hunks in here. I'll take those out. Those were broccoli stalks. But anyway, I got all that in there. And there's onions and a few carrots, and of course I got everything cleaned, because, you know, you can eat these vegetables when it's done. You can turn it in, you know, some of it into soup. And then there's plenty of meat left on my carcass. You'll see it. So I got that going, and actually I'll zoom in on my carcass over here, and you'll see I got it. There's even probably a little bit of stuffing left in it. And it's just the breast of the carcass, because, of course, you know, my son gave the dog some of the other bones, but that's all I salvaged out of it. That's all I could get. But it's going to make an absolute beautiful stock. So, okay, these are sauteing up a little bit. Let me get these sweated out a little bit. I'm going to cook these for about, 5 minutes or so, and then I'll be back and we'll get the rest going. I forgot to show you my new apron that Sherry from Two Family Homestead sent me. Isn't that darling? Shut your lid and can it. I love it. I love aprons, and you can never have enough. Okay, so back to this. Back to work. This is sweating. This is sweated. Can you see? You can't see. There, now you can see it. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. That has sweated out a little bit. Now, my grandmother's the one that always told me that if you saute your veggies a little bit, everything will have even better flavor. So with that, I'm going to just take this whole carcass, I'm going to put it in there, and I am going to fill it with water. And I'm going to need a little more. Yep, a little more yet, because I want a lot of stock. And this big old turkey carcass will make plenty of stock. I probably could have used my big 22-quart canner, what I usually do, but it's alright. This will be really good. Okay. I'm going to bring that right up there to the top. You see all that floating in there. Now I'm going to put a little salt in here. I don't put any other spices in because I use this for a lot of different things, and I add my own spice as I use it. So I'm just putting salt in there, just your basics. The salt, and of course, what is Little Village Homestead without their pepper? Salt. I'm going to have a lot of pepper in here, because that I use in every recipe. Otherwise, you could put some fresh herbs or, you know, rosemary, sage, thyme, parsley, anything you want in there, but I keep mine just salt and peppered because, as I said before, I do all kinds of stuff with it. So, with that, you see that's all in there together, floating around. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to bring it to almost a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down, and I'm just going to simmer it for a couple hours. About between 2 and 3 hours. And when I get to that point, I will be back. So, be right back. Okay, I am back to show you my next step with making my turkey stock. This I kept on, oh, I bet I just simmered it and added a little more water to it as I went along. But I bet it went for about 4 hours because I want good, stout turkey stock. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is start straining this. And ultimately, in the end, I'll strain it through a cheesecloth. But right now, I'm just going to strain it through this. And you really get a wonderful color. It's just, it's gorgeous. And when my little strainer here, or my little mesh, whatever it is, strainer, when it gets full, I just put the veggies in a different dish and keep right on going. Because I am going to take some of the bigger chunks. I got some big chunks of meat in here, and I'm going to take those out. I'm not going to discard that. And the vegetables, I'm not even sure I'm going to discard them either, because they were all peeled and cleaned, and you know, they were good vegetables, and I can just keep them in with some soup that I'm going to make, or just eat them. They are good. But anyway, that's all you do. I'm going to get this finished straining, and then I'll be back to show you how it all turns out. Okay, I have got it all strained the first time around. You're going to want to use cheesecloth, but unfortunately I'm out of cheesecloth. So I'm just going to run it through my little strainer like this one more time, just to catch the little runaways that got in there the first time, in case there's any. And then, look at that. Isn't that just a gorgeous stock? And it smells wonderful. This is the best way to save money. Rescue that turkey carcass. After your holidays, just package it up and put it in the freezer, because you can do it. You can even store it in the freezer for a month before you make your turkey stock. It doesn't matter. But anyway, this is how beautiful this is. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, you can freeze it. It'll freeze for, oh, I froze before for about 6 months, up to 6 months. I've never done it beyond that. I'm sure you could. But I can mine. And that's what I'm going to do with this batch right here. I'll probably just get a few quarts, but I am going to can it. And that'll be the next video, because I'll do a separate video on showing you how to can it. But in the meantime, wonderful way to save money. Stock in the store is expensive. You make your own, it's wonderful, and you know what's in it. So, there you have it. The recipe's on my website. You can find my website in the description box at the very bottom of the list. Thanks for watching.